Tom Aspinall is making a mistake by not defending the interim title. And yes, I understand that he shouldn't have to. However, I would argue that we do not operate off of should be's and should not be's in this world. We operate off of reality and what is. And what is currently taking place is Jon Jones is intentionally prolonging this fight. I believe by not fighting, he's spiting himself and he's giving Jon Jones way too much power over him and his career. Tom Aspinall has said numerous times that he likes to be active if he can help it. And he's healthy, he's not injured. There's no reason for him not to be fighting. The only reason he's not fighting is because he's hung up on one little word, and that's undisputed. He wants to be the undisputed champion as opposed to the interim champion. But guess what? You get paid the same. The only difference is pay-per-view points and who you fight. So I'll give you that. But he's still going to make championship pay against Cyril Gane. He's still going to make it against Jailton Almeida. Those are two winnable fights for him. And yes, they're competitive fights, but they're winnable fights. Why not go out there, continue doing what's best for you, Tom? What's best for Tom Aspinall is not sitting on the sidelines. This is my own personal opinion. What's best for Tom Aspinall is activity, momentum, building up your star power, and getting more cage experience. He's in and out of the cage so quick that even though it builds up a nice highlight reel, it doesn't do much for his experience. And again, he's going up against Jon Jones, who has an ocean of experience under his belt, and Aspinall not so much. We've seen it before with people like Ronda Rousey and Mike Tyson. They go in there and they make quick work of their opponents, but eventually they run into a Holly Holm or an Evander Holyfield who could take their best shot and who can maybe give them a different look that they haven't seen before, maybe make them a little bit uncomfortable, take them to the second, third, fourth round, so on and so forth. Why not plan for that? Why not stay active? Why not stay paid? Because I promise you, Jon Jones does not care. Jon Jones is sipping coconuts in Thailand, filming the Russian version of The Ultimate Fighter with Nate Diaz, and he's getting paid a lot of money to do so. And he's living his best life, as he told you. So my question to you, fans watching, and Tom Aspinall, if this gets to him, are you living your best life? I don't think you are. Judging off the interviews, judging off of what he's saying, I don't think Tom Aspinall is living his best life. I think Tom Aspinall is playing into Jon Jones's hand, and like I said before, just giving him way too much power over his career. Tom Aspinall's best life is when he's active and he's fighting and doing what he loves. That's his best life. And I think it's a shame for him to wait on the sidelines so long just for what? For one little word, undisputed? And I know I'm sitting over here from the couch talking about one little word. Meanwhile, this guy's trained his whole life for that one little word. I get it. But again, we are not operating off of should be's and should not be's. We're operating off of what is. And unfortunately for Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones has decided that he don't like him, and he's going to make him wait, and he's going to starve him, essentially, and refuse to fight him and prolong the fight. He's going to prolong the fight. And no, I think you're a fool if you genuinely think Jon Jones is afraid of Tom Aspinall. He's not afraid of Tom Aspinall. He's just a troll, and he likes to have the upper hand, and he knows that this is eating at Tom Aspinall. He knows that Tom Aspinall is sitting there looking at Dana White in the UFC and saying, hey, guys, I've been a great employee or independent contract, whatever you want to say. I've been a great company man. I've done what you guys have, you know what I mean? Like, what about me, guys? You're just going to let this guy do all this stuff? And the UFC's looking at him like, yeah, we are. We are, because he's, you know, he's kind of our Michael Jordan. And it's a shame. It's a shame. So I think it's a mistake. Now, of course, time will tell. And one last point I do want to make before I wrap this up is you do not have all the time in the world. You do not know what tomorrow brings. Nobody saw the pandemic coming. Remember that? Remember how much time the pandemic took off of some fighters' careers? I mean, Conor McGregor had that fight against Donald Cerrone, and he was getting ready to run his season, but then the pandemic came and the UFC refused to run him out there with no audience because they would have missed out on the ticket sales that they generate with Conor. So the UFC shelved him. You get what I'm saying? You don't know what tomorrow brings. He could slip on ice, God forbid. Let me knock on wood. Anything could happen. We do not know what tomorrow brings. So even though you think, oh, it's heavyweight and there's no 35 and up curse and, I'll be fine. Tom Aspinall will be fine. He has all the time in the world. You don't know that. You don't know if you have all the time in the world. So the key is with life, you want to take it by the horns and you want to be the director of your own movie. You don't want to sit there and have Jon Jones calling the shots on your life. Do you get what I'm trying to say here, guys? I'm not trying to bash Tom Aspinall, and I think that's where a lot of people that have watched my content before think like I'm a Aspinall hater. I'm really not, bro. Like, I get both sides of it. Jon Jones, in my opinion, is doing what's best for Jon Jones. Is he doing what's best for the fans? No, he's not. Is he doing what's best for the UFC? No, he's not. Is he doing what's best for Tom Aspinall? No, he's not. But he is doing what's best for Jon Jones. And Aspinall needs to follow suit and do what's best for him. And what's best for him is staying active, getting paid, and defending the interim title against other contenders. Why not, man? Why not? So that's how I feel about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.